Dandavat pranams, and I have to find out the dates for Guru Maharaj. So I'm finding
No,
that out.
we got that problem has solved.
Oh,
Now Maharaj has sent the another one. He's going to Houston, not the Dallas. Before that,
okay.
he was coming. So that confusion is sorted. I was supposed to call
Okay.
you. So thank you so much.
Hi, Krishna.
Hare
So thank you
Krishna.
everybody for joining on time. Today we have a special speaker, Adi Shakti, Devi Dasi Mataji, very dear disciple of His Holiness Ramapat Swami Maharaj. Maharaj really admires and appreciates her, and she really knows the mood of Maharaj. And we're very honored to have her be presenting this presentation today. So everybody, please do participate and ask questions. I am making her the host. So from now on, she will take care. Mataji, as long as you're online, this will be recording.
Okay.
And I might have a connection thing, and I may log off and log in later. So
Sure.
over to you, Mataji. All the best.
Sure. Thank you so much. So we'll just offer the prayer. Like I will just share my file first. Om Ajnanatimandasya Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Thank you so much for having me. We'll start first with the prayers. This is the prayers by Srila Goswami. This is the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam from Krishna Lila Stava. So I have put it here so you can all, sing along and along with that. Sarva Shastra Piyusha Sarva Vedika Satphala Sarva Siddhanta Ratnaya Sarva Loke Dhariprada Sarvada Bhagavata Prana Srimad Bhagavata Prabhu Kalizanta Viyodita Shri Krishna Parivartita परमानंद पाताय प्रेम वर्षक्षराय ते सर्वदा सर्वसेवाय श्री कृष्णाय नमस्तुते मतेक बंधु मत संगेम मत गुरु मत महाधना मत निष्ठारक मत भाग्या मत अनंतो नमस्तुते असाधु साधु नाया इन्नति निशोचिता करा आहा मुंच कदाचिन्मम प्रेमहित कंठयो सप्रा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. So I was given a topic, facing struggle bravely, from the eye of Srimad Bhagavatam. I wanted to thank you to Shri Radha Govinda Mat Prabhu. I was fortunate to meet her in Dallas last week, and I am always a fan of her. She's my one of the favorite speaker, and I inspire her a lot. And somehow we got connected by Krishna arrangement, and the topic she chose for me was the facing struggle bravely. And I was thanking her the whole week while meditating on this particular topic because it's given me a chance to go deeper into and relate that with my own journey. So I'm really, really grateful for this particular service. I'm not at all qualified for this particular service, but I'm going to share based on whatever I'm hearing from acharyas or receiving from acharyas and our Guru Maharaj from Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada. I don't consider myself to be there where I can share Srimad Bhagavatam, but I will be only sharing on based on my realization and what I hear it is. Maybe we'll be doing some interaction. It not be like a lecture based. We'll be having some interactions in between. Also, I wanted to share that if I have chosen from Srimad Bhagavatam from Dhruva Maharaj, past time, Canto 4, I have chosen 3 personalities. And I wanted to go along with you and understand their life and where and how did they face their struggles and how did they resonate it with us. And we will analyze with all together. And I pray to these personalities, then empower me to understand whatever the message they wanted to give it to us, and I able to present in a little bit in some degree form. Okay, so I want to acknowledge all of you here. I will put the names here so I will remember. We don't have a video on, so but I wanted to acknowledge everybody here, Lakshmrita Prabhu and Nitya Kishori and Taruni Radham Prabhu. Thank you for being here and supporting me to presenting this particular topic. So just wanted to one questions here. Let me just put this in a low file. Yeah. So what is Srimad, what is Srimad Bhagavatam for you? Would you like to share? When you hear about, there's a Srimad Bhagavatam, what is your relationship with Srimad Bhagavatam? Would you like to describe? You can unmute, you can put the video on, whatever way you feel like. Anyone? Nitya Kishori?
Yeah, Srimad
Hare
Bhagavatam.
Krishna Mataji. Oh, no, go ahead, Mataji. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were not speaking. So
No,
sorry,
no,
you
no.
can go ahead. I think Kishori Mataji, please go ahead.
So Hare Krishna Adi Shakti Mataji. So
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam, for me, I would say it's because it's a sound incarnation of Krishna. So for me, Srimad Bhagavatam is associating with Krishna, connection with
Associating with
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank you,
Taruni Radha?
Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam for me is feel like a very much a lot of I take my inspiration to exactly like your topic is about like dealing with all difficult times. It's been a source of inspiration, a source of guidance. Yeah, it's just so nourishing. And
It's another.
lately I'm realizing, it's not, it's along with trying to chant, it's also hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing from these great personalities, how they prayed and then aspired and yearned to serve Krishna. So having that along with chanting, that hastens and deepens one's own relationship with Krishna.
It's a strength, your foundational strength, and you're getting a guidance and nourishment from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, anybody else? I think we have only Lakshmrita Prabhu. Would you like to share?
Hi, Krishna Mataji. Mataji, can you please repeat the question? My network got...
What is Srimad Bhagavatam for you? What's your relationship with Srimad Bhagavatam?
Actually, as the topic says, for me from Srimad Bhagavatam, actually I'm struggling so much due to so much of mental health illness. So for me, actually, it is a place of solace. So I'm also here because to learn how to, deal with everyday life from Bhagavatam. So it's kind of solace for me.
Yeah, it's a platform of learning, platform to connect, platform to have some relationship and find solace in there. Thank you so much. So when we look at this picture, which I put it on that, there's a Srimad Bhagavatam I have depicted, and we are all in a woman body. What does it bring it for you? Does she look like a warrior, a brave Veera, or it just seems like a helpless soul for you, who's trapped in this woman body? Anyone?
Helpless soul, trapped.
Helpless soul. For anybody else, what is come up? Nitya Kishori or anybody? I'm sorry, the names are not your other iPhone.
So for me, Mataji, it's like coming out of a prison with Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay. Anyone else, or we should continue?
Yeah, it's revealing one's true identity as the soul through the pages of the Bhagavatam. because it's
Yeah.
so slight, right, in this age of Kali Yuga.
Yep. Wonderful. You all are right. So here, what we just had a prayer from Krishna Lila Sthava. Here, one of the glories of Sanatana Goswami has said, "Oh, Srimad Bhagavatam, you're my friend, you're my companion, you're my teacher, you're my wealth, you're my good fortune." And actually, Srimad Bhagavatam has proven from starting to end that Srimad Bhagavatam, who is Krishna himself, is our friend, and he's an authentic, real friend of ourselves, because this place is a duality. And Srimad Bhagavatam is, from every step, it's telling, beware, open your eyes. This is a duality. This is a, don't look for, happiness there. This is a place of happiness and distress. And this is like crossing the ocean with filled of alligators and, all the arctic animals. So it's very, very scary. Without any boat, we are crossing it. But somehow Srila Prabhupada had sent us the boat of himself, by Acharya's boat, our Guru boat, Srimad Bhagavatam boat, and Krishna himself, who's give us a very loving hand to us to cross this particular ocean. So having bravery, for me, when I was looking at this picture, having bravery is look it into yourself inside, which I'm inside me, I can project outside a very refined person. I get all together. I know all the Shastra. I'm maybe practicing from the last 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. And I know Srimad Bhagavatam by heart, and I can give lectures right and right. But what is my insight? And that only I can be true to myself, and that is called a bravery. Okay, so here in the last class, Nitya Kishori also talked about liminal space, so I thought let's show the picture. So here we are, and we have a goal in the right-hand side where I want it to be. But most of us experience that there's a liminal space and there's a gap which we do not know how to cross that. We even to understand that it takes time, and there's a process to understand. So this is it. So usually we can have a goal of, lower goal. We can have a short-term goal. We can have high goal. And usually I just put it here, a high goal here. So just to understand that, okay, I need a Uttama Bhakti. Why? I want to go to Krishna. But where I am today, I am with the mixed Bhakti. And what is this gap here? What is this tells me? How to even understand what is this? Because I want it to be a Parampadam. I want it to reach to Supreme Board. I want it to be Paradukha Dukhi. I don't want to inflict any pain to anyone. But actually, I'm realizing, if I'm honest to myself, actually, I'm inflicting pain to myself too. And I'm inflicting pain consciously or unconsciously. Mostly, we are doing unconsciously, afflicting pain to others also. So what is this gap? What I needed to look it into that? First, I needed to look it into my external blocks. What are these blocking that I am not able to cross to the other end? It can be, what do you think? What are these external blocks? Anyone?
So, Mataji, there can be our own issues, sometimes which we don't want to see, don't want to face, and sometimes when we are aware also, but still we are struggling with them.
Yeah, issues because of circumstances or my distraction, and it can be physical illness, anything like not subtle, like a gross way, which I can see. Oh, I have this particular problem. My husband is like this. My child is not listening to me. My teenager is going all, his own emotional and all go crazy. And I'm my temple president or this particular devotee or this particular. These are, they are not letting me do my service, and I'm not able to do dun. We can have an endless life, because like we can have say, like I'm a gender bias. Oh, I'm being a woman, I'm not getting services or like that. Yes, that's the truth, but I can still get stuck with that, with this external blocks. What is the bravery is then that, yes, these external blocks are there, but what should I do with this? What should I do with this? How can I go beyond from the adult part of me, not in a feeling like a Morris or suppressed or disempowering way, but in an adult part way. Yes, let's do. There's another way to find that some solutions or figure it out. Let's figure it out. Let's brainstorm it. Let's take a help. Or there is a internal blocks. We all have a internal blocks, and somehow or other way, because I can say we all have, because we are in this material world. Since maybe apart from all the pure devotee who are here for the service, who are not, we are struggling with our internal blocks, and which can be a very, very a subtle way blocking to us. We don't even can see that. We don't even realize it. We get blind to this. We don't want to do that until so we are very, being a devotee, we have a very much now trained to have a higher goal. And even in the Indian body, I will say, we are very much trained to have a higher goal. And what we do is we try to make some bridge building in between, and we just put this internal block under the rug. What happened with that? It's still there, even though I may seemingly growing and I am amazingly doing, but one day, tuck, I will be going into underneath it because I don't have a foundation, has not been building underneath me. These issues, Krishna will not allow me with this big, bowl of, big cloud of issues. He wants only me into his life, only me come to his, back to Godhead. I need to let it go. I needed to look at this. Yes, I'm carrying this. This is called bravery. I need to see, not a need to see, I should see. This is my bravery. This is called bravery. Now we will come to the next one. It is depicting the same way in a different way. This is the iceberg, wherefrom we usually operate in our life. We just body behavior action. I see somebody did something, XYZ, and I'm just saying, this is not right, this is wrong. How devotee can do this? How my mother can do this? How my husband can do it? Dun, 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 dun. It's a long list for that. So I get stuck. We usually respond from this platform, or we go, and our mind can be our big enemy, and he has so much desire. Mind is having desire, thinking, feeling, and if we don't have any control on mind, I get puppet with that, and I some body behavior action, and my mind is justifying it. Yes, that particular person had did something. How dare they do it to me? How dare they can put me down? Or any struggle, XYZ, any struggle, I can justify. I can justify. Yes, I am the victim. I can justify that. Here come our Krishna has given us an intelligence, some belief system. Now what to do? Intelligence will tell, okay, you want it to be stuck in that cycle of body and mind, or you want it to find some solution for that. So we come out with some more solution. We try to see, okay, guys, body and mind, just wait for a second, just calm down. Let's come out with some solution. What can be the other possibilities I can do that? Or this can be a material, but it can be spiritual if we do with the foundation of Krishna consciousness. I have unseen self, identify as a spiritual being. So which part is actually unknown to me more? The part I can see from the iceberg, or which is underneath? Underneath is the huge jump, which I'm not aware about myself. Knowing this part about me is, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, that's the bravery. Okay, so here come our sweet Srimad Bhagavatam. What do you think? Who is Srimad Bhagavatam to you? I already asked the question. If anybody else who has joined a little later, if wanted to share, what is Srimad Bhagavatam to you? If you wanted to share, this is the time you can share. Unmute yourself. I can see here a few more names now. So Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. That's Srila Prabhupada by given. He is Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna himself in our life. Beautiful Krishna. So what is happening in Srimad Bhagavatam from first canto to 12th canto? If you pick, there's a whole struggle being shown. We always says that all the acharyas, sorry, not acharyas, all the personalities in the Srimad Bhagavatam, they are in the high level of their Krishna consciousness. I cannot relate with them. Their struggle and my struggle is a very different, because they know they are connected with Krishna more a deeper way. Krishna is guiding them in a deeper way. But guess what? They are giving us so many clues, and which are so much relatable to us, which we can just follow that clue and we can come out of our bewilderments, our bewilderment, or our forest of jungle of our pain and our struggles. And it can show like a stepping stone, they can make it like for us. So why Srimad Bhagavatam, I felt that we can just pray to these all personalities in that. Please empower me to understand how you are actually able to see the struggles. And study in a mood from Srimad Bhagavatam. I do that. Srimad Bhagavatam, I have no idea what I needed at this moment. You know my heart. Please give me what I needed at this moment of my life. Please advise me, give me and show me what message you wanted to give me, and what is there for me today. Please show me that. Let me have that. Okay, so here is our first character, King Utnapada. Everybody knows that this is father of Dhruva Maharaj. He has two wives. One is Suruchi and one is Suniti. So both have a very different personalities. Suruchi is like a young and very like a favorite wife, and she has some temperament. She has quite a temperament about herself. And Suniti is a very calm and very grounded and very connected. So here Suruchi is a favorite wife, and she's somehow our King Utnapada is very, very attached to her. And our Suruchi is kind of a neglected wife. She has rejected and abandoned by her husband. He doesn't give her any value. She doesn't exist for him. But somehow they have beget the children's, from both of them. So here is with Suniti, there's a Dhruva Maharaj, and here is Uttama. The Suruchi is kind of carrying the energy of entitlement and superiority. So for King, there's a difference between the wives. She has a different place for each wife. For the children's, he has the same kind of affection. But there's a big but. So we'll talk about it. So I have made this 3 circle to make it relevant to ourselves. So I make it, so there's a Suruchi, there's a Suniti, and there's a Utnapada. So I want you to go and while listening or while you going deeper with me in this subject matter, just see which circle you resonate more. And yes, we've all wanted to resonate with Suniti, but actually where I am at today present time, do I resonate with Suruchi more? Or maybe I will resonate with all 3 of them, because some way or other way I'm connecting, and I have some aspect of them in me. So I will say, even recognizing that I have some part of which Suruchi is carrying, or Utnapada is carrying, and Suniti is carrying, is also a bravery. That's called being a vulnerable, being a Veera in this today, whatever Krishna has given us a field to operate. So, okay, so we'll go through with this particular all 3's personality, and I wanted to just say, when usually we all know Suruchi is a kind of a negative personality. Suniti is a kind of a positive, not a kind of, she's a very, very admired, positive role model for us in Krishna consciousness. But even being in a Suruchi place, I want you to see that even with there, we don't want it to lose ourselves by recognize. When we don't recognize, we lose ourselves in this process. So I'm just putting it before that, so we will be easily share that, yeah, I'm here. Now I can start from, this is my starting point and this is my goal. Let's start working on that. So here, one day, I will not be going in a, what do you call, story form for very long, very small story form, but we'll be more working, we'll be talking on the personalities of each one of them. So one day, Uttamapada was just sitting on a throne and his other younger son, Uttama, was sitting and playing, having the beautiful connecting time, father and son. And our Dhruva Maharaj, he saw, witnessed that, okay, and he wanted to be with his father too. He wanted to jump on his father, and whatever they both are doing, he wanted to participate in that. He wanted to have some affection and love from his father too. So his intention was very clear and pure. And the moment, and he started walking towards without any, any expectation of that it's going to create a big chaos on Suniti heart. He just started walking there, and because for him there was no difference between how father is treating to his mother or Suniti. There was no difference between stepmom and mom, or his stepbrother and himself. It's for he just know the love, and he wanted to take her love. He was so excited and is going toward the walking towards the throne and wanted to sit on the lap, and father was watching him, but he did not reacting anything. But here come the climax. Sunati, who has carrying that attitude energy, a very entitlement, because she was the favorite wife of Uttamapada. She says, my dear boy, she used this particular word, but then she did the thunderbolt, speaking loudly, and she used the harsh word, you cannot sit on this lap of your father. Imagine this child heart. What did she hear? He was just a 5-year-old. Wow. Srila Prabhupada said that, he was actually, Uttamapada was equally affectionate to both the son, but he hesitated. What was the reason? Sunati being in the picture, in that place right now. What he wanted to do, he doesn't want it to take any, go any against him, her wish. Whatever she said, he just quietly followed. He did not say, utter a single word. And Suruchi was, a kind of, intelligent person. She catched that feeling, okay, he's not going to say anything. So actually, she used a very loud word so he can hear him. See, who's the boss? Listen, I'm the boss. Suruchi is trying to tell Uttamapada, and I'm in control. I'm the boss, and I can do whatever I wish to do. So that kind of, and her body language was also very strong, and it was conveyed to me, do not cross this line. I know you're not allowed here. Now, our Dhruva, he look at the father, any 5-year-old, the shelter is father. And he is a king also, who gives the shelter to whole everyone. But here he doesn't do anything. He just, this for a regular child, this can be a big trauma, this crisis. But for him, he just look at the father and he says, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Why are you ignoring me? But his father just ignored, and he felt, he doesn't want to, his motive was father, attention, and motive is, I don't want to displace my wife, my favorite wife. And he helplessly looked at his father, and his father, he totally felt neglected and betrayed by father. And he got so angry, and he doesn't know what to do. When child is crying, he doesn't know what to do, what they do. He just go to run to her mom. And who is his mom? That is Suniti. And here was Suniti. What she did, she's a totally opposite personality of Suniti. So she helped him. So he helped him, she acted herself from the platform higher principle, and he helped him to act from the higher principle, and she wanted her to have a higher principle. So this is just a snack shop I have given. Now we'll go more analyze into all three of this personality. So here is Suniti, our first personality. What do you think? What was her personality? Is that pleasing personality for you? Does she inspire you in any way? Anyone?
No,
Okay.
Mataji, she is
No, she
proud.
didn't. Yeah, she doesn't inspire. But if we see it, she can be inspiration for us what not to do. She can be inspiration us to do that. Even though you have these qualities, you have the negativity, but in the end, there's a no understanding of nothing is described in Srimad Bhagavatam how her heart changed, but in the end she welcomed Dhruva Maharaj. So some way her heart changed. So in that way, I felt I can feel inspired by her too. So Srimati has a two distinction quality. First one was, first her personality, she's a very entitled and bold, and she can control her husband, and she is modeling here with his two distinguished quality as a reactive mode, not a reaction, reactive mode. She's been reactive here. And what is her two indication qualities or distinctive qualities? First one is proud. What does proud do to us? Anyone?
Arrogant, right?
Yes, arrogant. Who else? What else?
So we start
Envious
seeing
also.
others lower than us.
Yeah, you are nothing. See, this is suppressing her. I'm this big devotee, you are nothing in front of me. This can be possibility, or in the other way also. Yes, when somebody, Taruni, I was saying, Taruni rather.
Pride always goes with envy, so it's like it gives rise to envious feelings also. in the
They are
person.
two best friends. Envy and proud are two best friends. Anybody else would like to say? Okay. So like Tarun Radha says, that pride, or everybody that all goes over afraid, is that, she had a proud to be, what is her qualification? She's qualification is that she was a favorite queen of Uttamapada. But if we see in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we study properly, we can see actually that life of that qualification of her to be a favorite queen was lived very short. Because after a while, Uttamapada went into, some different space of repent. He was not fully present and she didn't exist for her. Like when you yourself get lost in repentance, in depression, in regret, you're not available for, then you don't value anything. And how did, when other thing was, she was envy, and how the Taruni Radha said, it is the both goes together, they are friends. And when I'm envious of anybody, why she was envious? Because she want only her son to be a king. And she know very well that son cannot be king because he's the younger one. Only the elder son has a right to be a king. So envy is like a hungry demon, like it has a sharp teeth. And any quality we have good quality. If we have an envy in heart and we are trying other way, we are trying to cultivate some quality, it's actually underprotective. It's just eating it away, everything. So proud and envy is like, I'm putting Krishna down to my, now I'm bigger than Krishna. I'm saying I'm this, I am that, I am. And so what did she do? Her result was she came out as a hard speech, and she says, get out, you're not entitled to do this and that. And she gave a proper reasoning for that. So how did the reasoning about her pride and envy? She says, you're not qualified, my dear. Because you have not taken from womb, but from my womb. So my womb is so important. If you would have taken birth from there, you would have been some value and you should have been allowed to sit here. You're disqualified. You're not qualified. So, and imagine you hear about, as a mother, what qualification a child need to sit on father lap. But she's so onto herself that she says, okay, you need to go. She used the Lord name. She knows Supreme Personality of Godhead. She know he can bestow him. But he says, okay, you go worship Supreme Personality of Godhead and get favored by him. Do the penances and austerity and get favored by him. Take birth from my womb. So her womb is, wow, she's sick. That's the special place, how much proud she's carrying that. So she's thinking she's bigger than Krishna. And she's even pulling Krishna down onto her own level that, he's there. I'm giving Krishna some service. He will be do for me. And then you come and you do that kind of mentality. If we see sometime we need to check it on, do we do that? Because here Suniti is teaching us that. So basically Suniti is saying, you have to die to take first, and then you take birth from my womb, and then you will be having. So it's like, imagine you're thinking about somebody else's child death. Does she has a choice? Yes, she has a choice. She would have chosen to go response way and just check, okay, what I'm doing. Should I be, okay, your child, he can have a connection with father. What's the problem? Even though he's not very, loving to his mom, what it has to do, tell him. But what did she do? Did she choose? What she choose? She chosen to be driven by her on her emotions. Whatever she was carrying, she blurred out. That was her strength. Okay, I will tell you who I am. She tried to. So what is the lesson for us is from Suniti is, try not to be a victim. Because when we do not choose and we only driven by our emotion, and our only solution is to, okay, I got angry. How dare you do that? We do that. And I just blast it out. I'm just being a victim. And I'm just trapped. And other person is a predator for me. For her, it's a Dhruva Maharaj. She saw threatened by Dhruva Maharaj. Imagine that from 5-year-old. So she's carrying that victim energy, and she wanted to be in control. She wanted to be a bigger, but actually what is happening is she is actually a very small, very, very victim is always try to just, she's doing fight or flight or, froze. She's doing fighting here. So she's being victim here. So that's our learning lesson here. So how did Suniti has a destructive forces? First, destructive forces are part of the creation. And she has a, what do you call, from previous life, she was carrying that. What is the lesson for us? Even she was in Satya Yoga, and from previous life she was carrying, and here she is and came, and the baggage is with her. So here we all are carrying some baggage. We all are carrying. And we today was in afternoon class, we had a question, why Krishna don't take care of if somebody is abusing, and so whatever is happening in life, there's children are being abused and women are being used. So many different kind of kala is going on in this particular world. But why Krishna is not helping? And I was thinking about that questions, and I felt, or whatever I heard from my Maharaj, and I'm just sharing it here, that we are carrying, and Krishna come and he tell, okay, my dear, you're holding this thing. This is too much for so long. And with this, you cannot come to my abode. And this is all, previous cycle, and it's not giving you anything now. Whatever heartache happen, amendment, or whatever issues happen, it's in the past. If you're going to carry in this lifetime, you're going to attract people in your life who will give you the same kind of experience. You needed to let it go. You needed to process and let it go. And you know what? God, Krishna, he send us a lesson. He come and knock. My dear Adi Shakti, this circumstances is coming again and again and again in their life. I'm bringing you this way. I'm bringing you that way. You are not looking at that. This is for you to look at into that, what I wanted to teach you. Look at that. You're carrying an anger, you're carrying a grief. You need to look at that grief and anger and process it and say, yes, it is there. Now, what should I do? I should take help with that, because Lord Krishna is favored us in this path. Whatever the throne comes, it's actually a Krishna favor, because he wanted us to drop it. Yeah, it doesn't look like, it's like a disguise, apparently in unfavorable circumstances, because I can tell in 2009, I was being told to write it down, what all happened with me, which is not pleasant. And I was carrying a, lot of unpleasant memories. How Krishna hand is in there. That time I was really went, oh wow, that was too much for me to even think how my loving father can do this to me. How can even loving father is allowing these small children to be adopted or, raped or this or that way, whatever is happening in this world. But for devotees and there is a pinch of karma. We can say there's a lot of karma is going on. This word is like that. But Krishna he come severe test to us. So we look it into ourselves and we let it go. He doesn't have anything. We can try in with our life. We can do this very small, tiny thing. We can see what bothers us again and again with the small thing. Take a very small grain of thing and see, try to look it into that and try to let it go and see Krishna will stop sending you that messages again. Take it as a challenge to yourself. Here, Utnapada. He did not say anything. He did not stand up for his son at all. He was not standing up for his wife, but his own blood. We usually say, it's your own blood. Why didn't you stand up for him? So his response was no response. Does it also reaction? Yes, this is also a reaction. He is, if I will see the lineage of him, he's a son of Saubun Manu. His grandfather is Brahma. Imagine what is his foundation is. But here he got, trapped or controlled by what he need. I will not say woman. Woman was just an excuse for him. He wanted to be under control. So father, and how did he rank? It was his non-responsive, was not victimless, I will say, because his action actually hurt Dhruva Maharaj and his wife a lot, Suniti. And our Acharya says that it was because of his Hridaya Durbala, weakness of the heart. Because what is that Hridaya Durbala means? What I don't do what I'm supposed to do. He was supposed to stand up for his son and says, okay, stop it. He has all right to be there and I am his father. But he did not do that. And what was the other? He was a conflict advisor. He doesn't want you to have any conflict with his favorite wife. But does that pay out for him? No. Once his son left, he was in very terrible condition. So instead of being conflict advisor, face it. That is the bravery. Suniti responds. She is a role model for us. She just, the child went to her and she crying and, imagine your child is coming, crying and all anger. And, oh no, your heart will melt. Your heart will go. And how dare anybody can do it? But how Suniti responds is, she just hold him. She acknowledged son with empathy. She just hold him. She picked him, put it on the fur. She gave him a solace. This was all non-verbal response to him. And then she listened, and she heard to him. Then she acknowledged her feeling. I am also, yes, I am in pain too. She did not say, I am a pure devotee. Actually, in Srimad Bhagavatam, nowhere it's mentioned she was a pure devotee, but my Guru Maharaj was saying that what all she was actually projecting, the way how she responded, she was a pure devotee. So she acknowledged her feeling. She did not say, I'm going to put under the rug. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not looked to this way. She says, I am aggrieved. I am feeling pain. I am feeling like burn like a forest fire. I am grieved. I am feel like a, leaf burn in a burn fire. Imagine what's the condition of that leaf is. And she lamented, she allowed herself to cry. That was not a weakness, but she just allowed to went. She gave her space, she gave her time. Yes, I am feeling bad. Then what else she did? Next step, she, after emotions, his emotions came out, her emotions came out. Now what is the next? She accepted the reality. Okay, this is it. You know, I know your father not going to listen to me because I'm nothing to her. And whatever Suniti has said, accept that. Because your father is very ashamed of me. Imagine being a wife and you hear about that. Your husband is ashamed to have you in your life. I would have been gone fear, broken. Okay, I cannot accept that. I was trying to be under, in her feet, but I cannot imagine her platform. But she just accepted that anxiety and she gave the Mangalam principle. Don't think any wrong for your mother. That's a Mangalam. Don't think about it because she taught the karma. Because whatever happened because of my karma and anything who's afflicting pain to one, it will be come back to us. So you don't be an instrument for her karma. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, don't find fault in others because who are already suffering, they have already get it either in their previous life they have did it or something like that. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said. And what is the last higher principle? She says, honor her son. She did not even say a single word against Suniti. She was not Suniti, Surichi. She did not say a single word against Surichi. That was her higher level. And only Lord can mitigate. And she showed the path to her. Go to him. I do not know what to do because she was finding that answer and she knows, I do not know what to do. And she know her son. She know that son is not going to listen to me. He has to do what he has to do because he have decided, he's determined. He needed some answer and I don't have an answer for him. Only Lord can. So she diverted towards to him that to the Lord. And for lesson for us is that I was thinking about it because she honored her child feeling, she honored her feeling. When we do practice this thing, we actually start honoring, we learn to honor others' feelings and needs also. Here we can see the acceptance principle. We usually wanted life to go straight, but guess what? It's a very bumpy ride. All kind of things are there. She said, this is my karma. I am, I don't have any ill, even though she see this bumpy ride, but this is the reality of this material world. And when we learn that, we accept this thing, then I can see the others also. They also have they don't have we usually see the other people at the straight line and how can they do this? They are devotee, especially when I came to Krsna Consciousness, I came with a perception for devotees. They should work from the high platform. That was a disservice to them. No, they are also have some kind of situation that it can be, picture will be different, circumstances will be different, movie will be different, but everybody has this bumpy road. So I don't have to see. So that's the acceptance system. So when I'm dealing with her, I will deal with empathic and, some compassion in my heart. Okay, I will just, we can read it later on because time is running. So I wanted to honor that. Here be observant. It's like a roller coaster. Your emotion you need to watch it where you're going. You don't have to ride every roller coaster. Any emotions come. That's what I felt learned. See, Surichi has an emotion, roller coaster emotion come, and she totally acted on it. Suniti, she did not write on that. And facing struggle bravely here means is that you get to know yourself with the eyes of Krishna. Know your emotion. What is that? What all your identity is carrying? What all your needs are? What are you craving for? What your needs are? And introspect. Just watch it. What they want from you? What they're asking you for that? Be honest and compassionate to yourself because we put ourselves very, very big goal. This just come to the reality and see yourself, introspect. That's the bravery. This is how Krishna's teacher. and open to our sporting, authentic friend who can help us, who can give us space to be what we are. Okay, so I will open to the questions and everything. Let's, if you can put the video on, that will be wonderful. Where you feel connected with Surichi, Suniti, Utnapada, or you have any question, I will stop sharing this one and I will open for everyone. If you have any question or any sharing or any correction, kindly do it here. For me, I can just give the conclusion. Wherever we are today, if I don't see as a I can be carrying this proud, envy, or any kind of negative tendency. I don't see as an obstacle. I don't want you to get rid of it. I see, accept it, and then start building, plan it, and building on that. That's the bravery. Not that I'm already pure devotee. I should be projecting that. That's like we are making ourselves. We want it to be something else which we are not right now. And bravery is you be you right now, be real, and start from there. So I will end it here and I will open the platform to all of us. If anything would like to share, or please share. Anyone? If you can put the video on, that will be wonderful so we can connect.
Hare Krishna, Adi Shakti Mataji. Thank you
Hare
for
Krishna.
the Shakti class. Thank you very much. Yeah, through your words, through your conviction, you have conveyed the message. And I also look forward to see if anybody else has any questions or comments.
Or I can ask question if nobody has question. Okay, so 1 second, I will just. So we have noticed that both of the mothers, Suniti and Surichi, I'm using mother because we are talking about Prahlad Maharaj, both have actually mentioned about God. They both show the awareness of God, and somehow they bring the topic in their discussion, like whenever they are interacting with Dhruva Maharaj. So what was the difference between mood or intention of Suniti or Surichi when they're referring about Supreme Personality of Godhead? Haribol. Anyone? Just open the window.
Can you repeat the last part of your question, Mataji?
So both were actually they address the God. Suniti also and Surichi also. So what was the difference between their mood, bringing the Supreme Personality Godhead name in the discussion when they are interacting with Dhruva? What was their mood, difference between mood, or what was their intention?
So, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
So, Suniti, basically, she was in mood of entitlement and pride, and she basically, she didn't want Dhruv Maharaj to connect with Krishna because of her pride. She was putting him down, and Suniti, so basically, she was also in pain, and like you said, she accepted the reality, acknowledged it, and her mood was basically, now I am helpless. So she wanted Dhruv Maharaj to connect to Krishna. So this is my understanding, Mataji.
Yeah, perfect. Surichi was full of herself. She was just using, just in her own favor to show that I'm important. Anybody has a different opinion or anything else to add?
Yeah, I think Mataji, just on the same lines, I think it's all about surrender. I feel, when she said, go to Krishna and he will help you, versus when she said, you are not entitled to because you are not born from my womb. It's the way they are surrendering to Krishna and their perception about Krishna. Is he an order supplier or is he a god? That's
Yeah,
the basic difference.
perfect. She just used Krishna as an order supplier. It's like a karma kanda kind of. It's which was less than karma kanda, I will say. She has no intention to even have respect was not there. Anyone else? Govinda Prabhudesh, self-will versus Krishna will. Would you like to explain that?
Yeah, exactly what you were all saying, that for Suruchi, it was all about me, self-will, me, mine, and that sense of I'm in control, I'm in charge, I'm the decider, I'm the owner, I'm the enjoyer, like that. Whereas for Suniti, it was about God's will. It's about Krishna's will. She told Dhruva that, look, this is Krishna's will. So she kind of gave that control away, whereas Suruchi was trying to take control, and we saw the consequence of both.
Yeah, it's a journey. Even though she seems like a negative, it's like she wants to use Krishna and she's in control. I was just thinking about it. Maybe we there's a possibility we are carrying somewhere in that heart, that feeling, where we are full of hamsa, and that having understanding that Krishna is Lord is still, even after like practicing so much, still I don't have that full connection of who Krishna is. Somewhere I do that time to time. I try to fix, I try to do this, I try to have one outcome. Even that accepting that in front of your person who can help you out, that's what she don't have any that can be a progress, a part of process. Even being there is not discarding it. It's nothing. This can be possible place to be, welcome place to be. Recognizing it is the first step. Anybody else want to add anything or any question? I think we have only 9:30, right? We need to be on. Because I stopped the PPT in between because I don't want to go beyond time. Okay, should I ask another question? We have 2 minutes. So sorry, let's ask the question as, whom you will give credit for Dhruva Maharaj journey?
All three of them.
Yes,
Sorry?
Mataji.
All three of them.
All three of them? Okay. Can you explain a little?
Yeah. The impetus was the behavior of his dad and the stepmother, which finally made him think like that. And then her mother acted as a guru and directed him to the right path. But the
Does
impetus
Suniti,
definitely came from the behavior of the father and the stepmother. Yes.
does Suniti acted as a function of guru in some way?
Yes,
How come?
definitely. Yes, because she was the one who told, initially showed the path of God, right? Go to God and ask why you were not born from my womb, right? That's
Yeah,
the first
she was
question.
the instrument to trigger that journey.
Yeah.
That was a
She
triggering.
was definitely the impetus.
Yeah. From there, Dhruva Maharaj says, okay, I am going to do it. Before that, he was fine wherever he was. He was in a comfortable space. And sometime when the problems come in life, we become, I don't want it. But guess what? This crisis came in through a Maharaj. Where did he took him?
Yeah. And even, his dad, the behavior of his dad, like Uttanpad, he didn't support Dhruva Maharaj.
Yeah.
So that also was, a fire which triggered his, that there is something beyond
Yeah.
even my
So
father who is controlling, right?
Yeah, so when the things come and it pinch our heart and there's so much, fire happen in my, and emotions go all over the place, and I don't want it to do this service or that happens, then what we can learn is that these circumstances came from some bigger higher goal for me, if I look at into that, not just discarded it and just leave the place and leave. She was really, I felt, I think someone of the acharya said that, I have to yet to confirm that she actually acted as a guru. She provoked him. Okay, it's 9:30. If anybody have any last question or comments, kindly share. Okay, there's a chat, something is written. Okay, no, it was the old one. Okay, so should we stop here, Shiradi Govinda Prabhu?
On one condition, we can stop, that you'll soon give another class.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, because I was really amazed to see how, just for preparing the class, you really churn, so many questions you ask for yourself. So it forced you to do that. So I'm really grateful.
Yes, thank you so much, Mataji,
Thank
for
you
giving
so
us
much.
your time and sharing wisdom. Really
Thank you.
appreciate. Okay,
Yes,
everybody
whatever.
can just give a 3 times Hari Bol to Mataji. Hari
Hari
Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Haribol.
All glories to all of you for listening to me, and please forgive me what all mistakes I have done. So all mercy come from,
Even
we
through
know.
mistakes, you are our guru. We learned that today. Thank you.
Thank you
That's
so
so
much.
cute.